How to eat healthy when you're busy. People think healthy eating requires so much time and energy spent in the kitchen. I'm a nutritionist and dietetic student. I hate cooking. I don't want to spend any time in the kitchen. I have other things to be doing. Here's some minimalist tips to help you with this. Tip number 1 is to lower the bar on purpose. Healthy doesn't mean the most ideal all the time. Sometimes life gets in the way and you just got to eat something less than optimal. However, people have a very binary view of health and they either have to be eating really, really healthy or just going off the rails. This is stupid because life always throws obstacles your way and sometimes you can't choose the most optimal thing. So it's stupid to then just go, oh, I've thrown it out the window. I'm not eating healthy anymore. Let's just go eat 30 donuts. Dumb, stupid, don't do that. Consistency is always going to trump complete optimization. You can't always have the most optimal diet. That's fine. Get over it. Number 2 is to keep assembly meals on repeat. What I mean by an assembly meal is like when you chuck things in a bowl. It's fast, it's healthy, it's simple. I love a good salad bowl where you have a load of leaves, a load of veg, and then you have some rice or potatoes, and then tofu or tempeh, and then you cover it in a nice tahini dressing or hummus dressing. So easy. And I eat this shit all the time. It's on repeat. Saves time thinking about what to eat, but also you can change it up a bit because you're changing up the veg in there, you're changing up the starch in there. You can mix it up a bit, but at the end of the day, it's just a few ingredients in a bowl with a bit of a sauce. Easy. Number 3 is to build a bare minimum grocery list. 10 to 15 items that you just always buy. Again, it's part of this rotation system where you're eating the same things all the time. It's so much easier. It makes life so much easier. You don't have to meal plan and plan ahead what you're going to eat because you sort of just know what you're going to eat most days because it's the same shit. Eating healthy is actually quite boring. You just eat mostly the same things all the time. Number 4 is to eat more plant-based. For anyone watching that's not plant-based, I'm fully plant-based, but just eating a bit more plant-based does help a lot because plants are just so much easier to cook with. You don't have to worry about if they're properly cooked. They're not going to poison you. Apart from rice, I have actually been poisoned by rice before. It's not a myth. I thought that was a myth, and then I ate a load of rice that I hadn't let cool down properly, and I did get a bit ill. But on the whole, plant-based cooking is so easy because you just chuck things in a bowl. If you're making a big stew, just chuck things in and let it cook. But honestly, I don't even do that. I really honestly rarely cook. A lot of it you can eat raw. Removing the worry of it poisoning you or having to cook things is so much easier. And that sort of brings me on to the 5th step, which is to eat more raw. So not only eating more plant-based and vegan, but eating more raw. Raw foods are great for you anyway. Cooking usually destroys a lot of the nutrients. So I'm always in favor of eating a lot of your calories from raw fruits and veg. Salads and smoothies and things like this. It just means you don't have to cook, which saves so much time. All you have to do is chop. I think this is the ultimate hack, is just reduce cooking. I don't want to wait for shit to cook. However, step number 6 is if you do want to cook, use a freaking air fryer. Air fryers are so good. They're so quick. I didn't have one for so long, and then my flatmate got a free one from her friend. Her friend somehow ended up with 2 air fryers. I don't even know. But we got one in our house and it's so freaking good. I love an air fryer. It's so quick. It's so easy. A lot of the stuff that I don't like about cooking is having a load of stuff to wash up afterwards, whereas an air fryer, I just feel like it's so easy. The only thing is if you're making food for loads of people, it's probably not ideal. But I think you can get bigger air fryers, like industrial size air fryers that can cook a lot at the same time. But if you're only cooking for 1 or 2 people, easy. I usually chuck tofu or tempeh in there. Delicious. I love it. Number 7 is to use frozen foods shamelessly. I don't know who gave frozen food a bad rep, but when it comes to fruits and veg, it doesn't matter if it's frozen, and it's actually better for you if it's frozen because it's picked at the most ripe point and then frozen, so you're getting a real nutrient-dense fruit and veg in there. Super good for you, and it prevents so much food waste because when you have loads of fruit and veg in the fridge, it just grows mold if you don't eat it quick enough, and then you have to throw it out. Not here for it. Frozen, so much better. Honestly, I utilize frozen food so much. Frozen berries in my oats in the morning, frozen mixed veg that I would chuck in my, component bowl kind of things. Some people I know even do frozen rice. I've never really seen that in the shops, but you can, buy frozen rice and cook it. So easy. Number 8 is use pre-cooked foods, much like the frozen rice, but you can do rice in a bag. That's what I usually do. Or canned foods like beans, lentils, potatoes even. I will use canned potatoes shamelessly. I love it. It's just ready in seconds. It's such low effort. Sometimes you just need to heat it up briefly. Most of the time you don't need to heat it up at all. You just add it. I love adding just beans into my component bowls. Canned boiled potatoes, just chop them up, add it in. Oh, so easy. Beans in a jar as well. Just so easy. It's done for you. You don't have to do anything. You just add it and eat it. And it's still really healthy. It's still a whole food. It's just been cooked for you. They've done the dirty work. You can just sit back and relax. Number 9 is fruit and veg as snacks. This is such an obvious one, but people try and like prepare their snacks or like make a snack, which I guess is fine if you want to do that. But the ultimate snack is a banana, peel, eat, an apple, pick it up, bite it, carrots. So healthy, full of micronutrients, full of fiber, will fill you up. You don't have to cook or prepare a whole snack situation. Number 10 is to use the microwave. Everyone's scared of the microwave. All it does is heat up particles. It's not that scary. It's actually a very good way to cook because it retains quite a lot of the nutrients in it. So it's much better than other cooking methods in that regard compared to boiling or frying. So easy for my little microwave packets of rice. Chuck it in the microwave, done. Frozen veggies again, whack it in the microwave, done. Number 11 is quite a specific one, but it's pour hot water over oats. Loads of people will eat oats in the morning for breakfast, great meal, but loads of people will cook them on the stove. I view that as too much effort. Even that for me is too much cooking. I can't be dealing with that. So just pour hot water over it. Swear to God, it does the same thing. It's nice and warm. If you have some frozen berries in there, it will melt into it. Delicious. The smaller fruit's usually better, so raspberries and blueberries, rather than like big chunks of mango or strawberries. They sometimes don't cook quite as well with just boiling water. But on the whole, this is such an easy breakfast, and it's what I do if I failed to make overnight oats. Which brings me on to my last point, which is prep the night before. My ultimate breakfast is overnight oats because even easier, you don't have to do anything in the morning. You just take oats out of the fridge that you prepped before. The only thing is then this is obviously cold oats. If it's cold in the winter, you want something warm, then I'd do the previous step, which is hot water. But nice bit of cold overnight oats, delicious. Put in anything you want, add plant milk or water, cinnamon, berries, protein powder, whatever you want to add to it. It's so easy. Takes 2 seconds to prep the night before, and then you wake up, eat it, done. Same with my lunches. I will make this big component bowl for my dinner, and then I'll just put half of it in a little lunchbox tin. So then you can take it in as a packed lunch with you the next day to work, to uni, whatever. Easy. So yeah, those are my tips. Hope that helped. If you want to see this in practice and see what I eat, check out my what I eat in a day videos. I've got a little playlist for that. I promise healthy eating is the easiest shit ever. I am lazy. I don't enjoy cooking. I don't like being in the kitchen. I just want to eat and go. So take it from me. Don't let time and energy excuse you from eating healthy. Healthy food's quick, healthy food's easy. Hope that helped. Thank you for tuning in. Give it a like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, and I will catch you next time. Ciao, ciao.